Wonderful afternoon to you folks. It is Friday, October 24th, 2014. I'm Dan, joined today, once again, by Mr. James Tiberius Kirk, aka Captain. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dan.
We have a treat for you folks today.
Right here.
Do we? Whoa, hey. Where'd that come from?
That was me.
You were warping in. Were you beaming in?
Yeah, I just had to. I mean, I was just over the comms right there. I'm beamed in now. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I love how that graphic. He like stays up and he keeps peeking up.
You guys still here? All right. It's still here. All right. Everyone's still all right.
He makes sure everything is good before he leaves.
Yeah, you want to make sure everyone's in position. Everyone's at their station doing what they're supposed to be doing before we leave off to the stream.
Now, if you don't know what the Iron Fork of Friday is, it is a weekly event in Guns of Icarus where the Cake Clan gets together and womps on each other and others as well.
And everyone is invited to the womping.
Now, we just had the new patch this week. Jacob, you're not Jacob.
I'm not Jacob.
You're Kirk.
I'm Kirk.
What has changed with the new system?
Oh,
For the Iron Fork.
This is the first big patch with major UI changes I've seen in quite some. Oh my gosh, there's not enough time to talk about this. The match is starting in 30 seconds.
What?
Oh man, we are getting this ball on the roll. All right, we'll talk about the details of the patch in between the next two lobbies because we don't have enough time to cover everything.
Well, it's important to cover how the fork has changed. Obviously, yes, we have new camera positions. That's important, but is this a publicly accessible lobby to matchmaking?
Yes and no. You're not going to be seated randomly into the fork because it is password protected, but you can get to the menu through the community tab and under events. You'll see something for the Iron Fork of Friday, and you can get in that way. Or if you have any friends in the clan, you can join on any of them. But the community tab is probably your best bet.
Community tab, folks. What is the password for today?
The password for today is Bacon Sarnie. One word. I think that's how it's pronounced.
I don't know what it means.
I don't know. Jacob's English. It could be anything.
Who knows? The first map today is going to be Water Hazard. It is not the new Water Hazard, however. It is the original Water Hazard. Starting up after looking over the ship names, which are a little funky. And still wait. There we go. Camera's in play now. First up, we have the My Junk. It's a galleon piloted by Xander. Right-hand side, Carronade Hwacha. Left-hand side, Lumberflack with a Hades and a harpoon on back. We also have the Dan O's Admiral Hug. Okay.
Apparently, Admiral Hug.
It is a Rob. We're getting game audio from you.
Sorry about that.
There we go. That is a goldfish with a Hwacha on the front and flamethrower Banshee on it. And we have the Darwin's Eulogy flown by Fox. That is a Lumberfish with a Banshee and Mind Launcher. Go ahead, Kirk.
And for the blue team, we have the Whale on the Loose, which is a junker piloted by Dementio, which has a Banshee. What is that? Double Banshee left side with a forward Banshee and Caro Mine right side. That's a fun one. We have the That's a Padlin, piloted by Moik, which is Artemis Hades with Mine Flare support. And wrapping things up this evening is the Chubby Bunny, which is piloted by Fluffy, which has a Mercury top, a Flamer Carronade at the bottom, and double Artemis out on the wings.
We do have some back and forth going on, but nothing too major as of yet. The Dan O's Admiral Hug, or just the Admiral as I'm going to call it, actually getting locked up a little bit against the bridge. He's caught.
Oh yeah, I mean he's
Admiral. You got to be careful.
Yeah, he's right. He got caught right between those two bridges. That is not a good place to be because you just bang up against both of them. It's really difficult to position yourself out. And I mean, he was able to.
Dano's Admiral Hug armor is down. He has overextended in a major way. He's in the crossfire of all three blue ships. This could be the first kill of today's Iron Fork. All blue ships are focusing their fire. Armor is still down. Hull is getting chipped away in a major way.
And he is just getting hit with everyone's everything, and he does not have too much left in him. Hull armor comes up. Darwin's Eulogy is coming in to try to support, but I think they're just too late. Admiral's just taking too much flak too quickly.
He has only a sliver of hull left, but looks like his crew is in full repair mode. They're struggling to keep that armor going. Mallet hits coming in. Darwin's Eulogy has since extended out front as well against the Chubby Bunny. I'm not exactly sure why Darwin's Eulogy wanted to get this close. I'm not exactly sure why Fox is doing that, but certainly it's been effective. Chubby Bunny losing armor fast. They're gone. They actually are the first kill today.
Water. Wow, Admiral was able to just absolutely tank. And then they got behind their galleon. So good positioning. They're in some good cover now. While the Eulogy turns on that's a paddle and along with everyone else. All that flak landed just a millisecond too early. Oh, this one. Nah, wow.
Those lumberjack shots coming out from the My Junk.
Good hits, yeah, really good. Like that's a paddle which is in a lot of trouble right now.
There's not a lot they can do. Lumberjack shots coming in from both sides. They actually ground out there, and wonderful fireworks happening upon the kill. Whale on the loose is all alone. Those lumberjacks are going to do a serious job on that balloon unless they can pull evasive maneuvers.
And they appear to be doing their best on evasive maneuvers. I believe they've lost their spot, which is good. I mean, Admiral is now coming in to reinitiate that and get a good watch.
Let's watch this. Let's watch this from the new Ram Cam. Watch his shots going out. Whale on the loose. Gonna get just a gentle front bump from Admiral Obvious.
Good flamer coming in too, just absolutely causing that chaos for the engineers on that junker. They have to be in full repair mode now. The balloon is down. The hull is going out soon. Oh, man. And this watch mmight finish them off. Maybe.
Their armor and balloon are both down. They're in a lot of trouble right now, but the Admiral is getting hit from the side. That's out.
And that, I mean, Admiral was very, very low for a long time. And that was just, I mean, a matter of time, really. Now, the question is now, is My Junk going to be able to take out the Whale on the loose before he himself goes down?
Quite easily. That carronade's going to rip through the balloon. Watch it finishes him off. That's an easy answer to your question.
That was an easy answer. I was, the way my camera was positioned, I did not see the giant piece of hardcover separating My Junk from Chubby Bunny, and that's I was talking to Xander earlier this week, and he said, I'm going to come in the Iron Fork, and I'm going to name my galleon My Junk. So every time you guys mention my ship, you have to say, My Junk is doing this. My Junk is doing that. My Junk is going in to ram the Chubby Bunny. Chubby Bunny is running away from My Junk.
I am 3 years old.
I think we all are. And no, if anyone here is 3, it's Xander. We're at least 5 for laughing at it.
You know, Xander lives actually about an hour and a half away from me.
Really? You guys going to meet up for drinks?
Sometime. Eventually, perhaps.
Shit.
Perhaps, maybe.
Do it tomorrow.
No.
Yes.
No.
What's stopping you?
I have shit to do.
Oh. Well, I guess that answers that question. Chubby Bunny's lost its balloon going towards the
lumberjack.
ground.
Look at those lumberjack shots coming from Darwin's Eulogy. Who's the gunner on that? That is Darwin.
Of course. Oh, man. The ram cam on Goldfish has got a really good view of that front gun. Just
yeah.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
What was it? They were experimenting with, like, gunner cams.
Oh, that's a paddling coming in. Let's get that ram cam there. Bomb!
Oh.
Almost got the kill.
Wow. I mean, almost got the kill. That's gonna be a reflex. That's gonna be a reflex that Rob's gonna have to pull up. You know, watching these ships, knowing their numbers, we can just go click, click, ready to go.
Yep.
Darwin's getting rounding out.
Darwin's Eulogy getting hammered on.
Yeah,
Armor
he's gone.
Is gone.
There she goes. There she goes. Sorry.
Stop.
Very sorry. Dano's Admiral Hugs trying to close in on the Whale on the loose. A tar cloud is dropped. Admiral is slightly out of range of it. However, he is getting pummeled by that's a paddling and the Chubby Bunny. Ooh. Now armor goes down on the Admiral. Hwacha goes in on the Whale. Lots of guns are down. Oh wow, there's just a lot going on here. Right. Oh, is that a harpoon out on the That's a Paddling?
There is. My junk getting a butt ram on That's a Paddle. Where's the butt ram cam?
Yeah. That is
Still
not
work
right.
on it.
Yeah, butt ram cam, like double click or something. I don't know.
No, left click for the regular, the front ram.
Right click for
Cam.
the butt ram cam.
Right click for the butt ram cam.
Butt ram cam. Like that just sounds better. Stomp cam. The Goomba Stomp Cinema.
My God.
Oh man. The uppercut cam.
That's a Paddle getting hammered by Admiral's Watcha.
Yeah, no guns, one engine, no balloon, half hull. That's a Paddling is really in a lot of distress right now. But
So is my junk.
Sander.
I hate you, Xander, so much.
Dano's
My
Admiral
junk
Huggus is
gets obliterated.
Dano's Admiral Hug is just following That's a Paddling down, unloading Watches into it whenever we can. But the problem with most Hwacha pitches is he is having trouble stripping that hull and then spinning the Hwacha down while it's disabled. It's a very, very finicky sort of system, and especially difficult when you're being pounded by 2 other ships.
Oh, he overturned slightly, but they use it to their advantage. That's a Paddling getting hammered by quite a few of those Watcha shots.
Oh, but a mine knocks them off target, like almost spins them 180 degrees. Chubby Bunny is lighting them up with those multiple Artemis light rocket Artemis missile slings, while Daniel's Admiral Hug is just getting hit by all 3 of these ships really hard. Oh, another mine.
Darwin Geology starting to take some lumberjack shots. Leave on the Whale on the Loose.
Yeah, but they are just too late. Admiral cannot.
Oh, look at
pull
that
out.
glorious kill graphic. That was beautiful.
Oh man, I love this new, like the pieces incinerate and sometimes the engine flies around. Oh, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Now, a major change that happened with this patch while we are discussing different changes and game mechanics was actually with the Banshee. If you want to go over that, please, Kurt.
Oh yes, absolutely. Banshee Light Rocket Carousel has been very underused double explosive weapon in the game. You know, the other 2 double explosive weapons being the flak and the mortar, which we see, a lot of use from close and mid range. The Banshee, however, has superior turning arc, superior turning speed, superior magazine size, superior fire rate. However, greatly inferior damage, and simply boosting the damage would, make the weapon OP and fill one of the other niches of the other 2 double explosive weapons. And its sort of purpose was always to be sort of the fire alternative. It made a really good support weapon because of its good turning arcs and its quick mag dump and its high reload speed. It was a really good engineer weapon. However, it didn't really see a lot of use as opposed to, more utility-based engineer weapons, flare guns, mine launchers. This time, however, the Banshee's secondary damage has been changed from explosive to explosive fire. Now, this very minimally negates its power as an explosive finisher because it's only 0.1. The damage modifier is only 0.1 less than explosive that it is for fire. So it's still really effective at taking out permanent hull. However, with the addition of fire damage, it is also pretty dang effective at taking out balloons. And because it has such a high chance to set fire stacks, it's also good against components. And even not so bad against the hull when you can get a couple of them on, making the Banshee a gun with good range, good turning, good everything that is good against which is kind of like a balanced jack of all trades against everything. As we can see, the My Junk right now being pounded by said weapon from multiple directions.
Your junk is getting pounded.
Your junk, actually.
Oh, it's my junk. Oh, dear.
Oh, it just goes down. And that was from the triple Banshee junker here. I mean, we were seeing the range, the fire rate, and just the damage output. I mean, multiple Banshees are now very much a threat to your everything. And it adds a really cool, I was flying around with this earlier this week, and it adds this really cool dynamic where because it doesn't have the same fire potential as a flamethrower, you actually have to look on the enemy ship and see what is and isn't chem sprayed and focus on the things that aren't chem sprayed to put fire stacks on them while the engineers are off doing something else.
It's not an end-all be-all weapon. You have to know what you're doing with it, but at the same time, I certainly feel like they made it a lot more viable as an option when it comes to what weapons you want to toss on, let's say, your Pyramidion or your Junker.
Yeah, or even your squid, actually. The build I was playing around with was a triple Banshee squid, and that used to be my, my mess around build, have a good time build, and we were actually racking up most of the kills for our team. It's
there we go.
It was pub matches, granted, but I mean, still, it was surprisingly effective.
5-4 so far in favor of the blue team. Now they have come back from an early 4-1 deficit. Lumberjack shots raining in on them, though, as both Darwin Eulogy and Dan O's Admiral Hug reels backwards.
Yeah, I mean, That's a Paddling has been at pretty low perma for quite some time now. He's managed to definitely stay at the range that he wants to be engaging at with those primary weapons he has. That nice Artemis Hades, he's staying at the mid to long ranges, and I mean he's landing some decent shots, definitely getting some good Artemis disables. However, the Whale on the Loose is closing into both of these goldfish, into a potential 2v1 with long range support though from the bunny, and That's a Paddling.
That's a Paddling. Feels like they're a little low to support, but are they getting shots in? No, they're just grounding out right now. Armor is down. They are not grounding out, however. They lost their
whole, I mean, they're just cruising really low. The Danos Admiral Hugs comes in, unleashes a good watcha. All guns are out. One engine is active. Hull is out. Balloon is out. One or two more lumberjacks, and he's done for.
Beautiful, gorgeous. Fireworks all over the place. 5-5. 2 more kills on either side gets the win. The My Junk and Darwin's Eulogy and Dan O's Admiral Hugs are all going to turn to face the Whale on the Loose. It's a 3v1 situation with Chubby Bunny on the far side, although the My Junk is getting hammered by Chubby Bunny in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, My Junk has got about half of his guns working right now. Very low perma. Armor's getting chipped out. Chubby Bunny is a little bit closer than I'd like to see him with the weapons he has, and I mean, Watch is nicking him just barely, but My Junk loses its armor. One more Artemis. There it goes. 5-6 blue team. 6-6. Wow! 6-6. Right at the same time, the Whale on the Loose goes down to the Danos Admiral Hugs and Darwin's Eulogy. Next point wins this.
That Watcher fish though on the red side, very low on perma-hull. They could be a little bit at risk here. Darwin's Eulogy and Danos Admiral Hugs both moving in. It looks like That's a Paddling is going to be the target. Chubby Bunny retreating a little bit so it can continue to support the That's a Paddling in this situation. Darwin's Eulogy not really hurting per se, but they are eating some of that fire. Danos Admiral Hugs also low on that perma-hull, but really not having received a lot of focus from these blue ships.
I mean, these ships are moving in with, the My Junk is moving in to try to help, but the problem is the Whale on the Loose, of course, this is blue spawn, so was able to spawn right on top of his two allies, leaving the Danos Admiral Hug and Darwin's Eulogy moving into a 2v3 engagement. And, I mean, they're noticing that now, and they're backing out. However, Danos Admiral Hugs loses Hull. Rockets come in. One more. Oh, Hull barely comes back up, but it looks like it's about to go down to a pretty anticlimactic finish.
There it is. 7-6 win for the blue team. That one was close.
Yes, that was very, very close. I did not like that final push by the two goldfish. They should have gone in with their galleon support. But good job on the blue team, realizing that the other goldfish was much lower and focus firing on him.
Mm-hmm. What's good, folks? This is the Iron Fork of Friday. The password, Kirk, do you remember the password?
A bacon sarnie?
Sarnie. Bacon sarnie.
One word, no caps. Here, let me paste that in chat for all of you lovelies who wish to nag yourself a spot.
It is a public event. Feel free to join it if you would so choose.
If you can get a spot.
If you get a spot. Spots are going to be hard to come by here.
Yeah, Iron Fork has gotten really popular. It's almost a year. The official begin date is going to be the first Friday in November is when we're going to celebrate the birthday, if I'm not mistaken. So that's coming up in 2 Fridays, including this one.
Which means, folks, get your party hats.
Get your party hats. They will be handed out next week, right? Next week?
I believe so.
Next week, free party hats, free party theme, right? Both of these are going to be free for everyone?
I'm not sure if they're going to be free.
Well, they're going to be available.
They are going to be available.
That's all we know for sure. They are going to be available. So I'm going to be sending out money to all the cakes individually. Say, buy this.
You are required.
You are buy this or get out the clan.
If you don't do this, you're fired.
You have two options. Yes, yes, I am. You got. That's what I'll say. I'll say, Kirk here. You have two options. You can buy the theme. Or you can GTF out my clan.
You can have a happy birthday, or you don't get to have any birthdays at all.
You can get a happy birthday, or you can just leave.
We get to have our cake and eat it too. See what I did there?
Oh, that was clever. That was.
I think Admiral Obvious, the king of the really bad jokes, would be proud of that one.
Man, was that you or Rob that said something last week he was real proud of? I think it was Rob. Dan, I believe you were significantly less happy with the joke that was made.
Face palms may have happened.
I believe you actually terminated some people's contracts.
But they got rewritten though.
They got rewritten.
Do we have anything to talk about with the R&D Invitational?
I'm having a meeting about it tonight.
Okay, because we've got the bracket that we can show on screen. I'm just saying.
Let's show. Yeah, sure. Let's show the bracket. This is actually posted up on the. It's posted up on the front page of GunsOfIcarus.com.
Psst, you guys see that? Third from the top. See that?
Is that who is that?
Third from the top. Who's that? Who are those guys?
Oh, that's Kate.
Hey, that's us.
Okay.
Hey, when did that get up there? Dan, you shouldn't have. you shouldn't have.
It was actually it was a pretty close choice between a lot of teams. Again, we got about 20.
Oh,
think about that. We got 20 different applications in to be a part of the R&D Invitational.
And you had to pick 8.
I had to pick 8.
That's less than half for all of you who are not so good at the maths.
So,
that are less than stellar at the maths.
So if you look at the stream right now, you should see I'm kind of circling that match.
Oh, look at that.
specifically.
Yeah, that's gonna be the good one. That's gonna be the one to keep your eyes on. I mean, I'm slightly biased, I will admit, but
Yeah, because I mean,
it's
you like all these other guys that are in these other matches, but
Yeah,
this
they're
one you're kind of biased towards.
I'm a little, yeah. I mean, the rest of the guys, yeah, they're cool. I mean, I'd go out, for coffee maybe one afternoon, but cake, oh man, I want to have a party with those guys.
I ask you this though.
What do you ask me?
This.
What do you ask me?
What are the Cakes doing to get in shape for this matchup?
Well, I tell you what, we're real excited about this Banshee change. I'll tell you that much. We've been practicing with this gun for years.
The Inferno Mark IV. I decided to randomly put together the Inferno Mark IV.
All right.
It's double Banshee Gatling Pyramidion.
That's not even like similar to any of the other builds. Other builds have evolved 1 point at a time.
It's this involved with 1 point. Mark III was Gatling Flamethrower Banshee. This is
it's not double Banshee forward. It's Banshee Gat Banshee. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I still really like Gat Flamer, but with a flak on the side. That one's still my current favorite.
It is. You just don't fly it that often.
No, I mean, gosh, I haven't flown this often recently. I don't know. I need to get back. I need to do more flying. Dan.
You gotta do your thing.
Gotta do more flying. They gave away that free payday, and I've been like, free games.
Well, when it comes to Payday 2, are you and Obvious and me doing stuff?
Dude, we should. And we can get. Well, if we do it early enough, Private Fudge usually goes to bed. I mean, he's European, but he stays up like super late. But I mean, if we do it.
If we do end up doing it late, Rob,
EST.
do you have time later tonight to do some?
Yeah, I should be able
Payday
to. I'll be very
There you
quiet. I'll be very quiet. I won't let anybody know I'm taking
Very quiet. Yeah, I just got that Man of Iron suit, so that's a fun one. I climbed clean up that Enforcer tree.
I have not played in quite a while now, since probably before summer.
Same with me. I just reinstalled it to play with Obvious ones.
Yeah, I remember we kind of stopped playing because a lot of stuff got really overpowered.
/ a lot of stuff got broken.
Yeah.
They completely broke stealth for a while there.
No, I mean, I haven't played it since before the free weekend, but I've been having a lot of fun. Anyway, that's Payday 2. We're playing Guns of Icarus right now.
We are.
Iron Fork of Friday.
And we got Raid on the Refinery.
Yeah,
Right on the
I voted on that
refinery.
one. Might as well get it out of the way now.
Can I stab my eyes out yet?
No, you can only stab your eyes out if this was voted on within the last half hour.
Right.
First half
Wait,
hour,
what?
first half hour of the show, not too bad. Last half hour of the show, stab your eyes out.
Gotcha. With that being said, we do not have any major changes with the Obvious has changed over his ship name. 10 out of 10.
Dan, I go to the Iron Fork. I sit in the lobby. I look at the ships. I go,
Turn your mic down.
Admiral, you got a pretty good ship.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I don't even... None of this is my fault. This is clearly Obvious's fault that he has distracted us as such. This is a public event that Cake hosts every Friday. You can be a part of. All you need to do is have Guns of Icarus. If you don't have Guns of Icarus yet, wait. It's going to be on sale coming up here in the next week or so.
Or if you can't wait, just buy it now. Like, this game is so much fun. It's so much fun.
You know what? I'm not going to judge you if you buy it now.
Again, I'll praise you. Like, I will give you I will give you a free application to Cake if you buy the game within the next couple of weeks. Free application.
Fucking genius!
I love it. We have that button back.
General relativity, it's pretty fucking smart.
You know, we have this entire set of buttons we get to hit.
Ooh.
Well,
I hate these people. They're pathetic.
No. Bad Rob.
Are we Rob, did you have you set apart like a certain selection of that soundboard for just James T. Kirk things? Like, is that where these other buttons are coming from?
Oh dear.
Welcome to the Iron Fork.
Jump and shoot!
Jump and shoot, man.
Jump and shoot. It's the Iron Fork got jump and shoot, watch a barrage, flamethrower.
Bam,
So I'm like a jump and shoot man.
Turn on and start this thing up. Okay,
Iron Fork of Friday, more like jump and shoot of Friday.
All right, thank you. That's enough buttons, Rob.
Buttons.
Glad it works again.
All right, we got a little bit longer before this next lobby starts up. So, weekly birthdays. Yay! Actually, we've got one very, 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 very big birthday.
I thought we had two.
We have two.
Well, we had two.
That last week. That's my phone. Thank you very much.
That was this week. What are you talking about?
No. This past week we do the oncoming ones. Last week we mentioned Wolf Prince and Maddie Lee.
Right.
This oncoming week, like upcoming birthdays. We've got one very big one that I see on this calendar, on the Cake calendar. This is a big birthday. This is a birthday I think we can all just get a good heart to heart to, and that is the Guns of Icarus 2-year birthday.
Happy birthday, Guns of Icarus.
Happy birthday! That is on the 29th, this Wednesday.
Iron Fork of Friday is the event here. We're starting up Raid on the Refinery. Kirk, tell us about this travesty.
Well, there's a point and it moves, and sometimes it moves slower than usual, and that's a lot of fun. That makes it,
10 out of 10.
this makes it a clean thing. It's a crazy king. So the point is going to rotate. Just the way the spawns are and the way the map's set up, though, it's very often contested and not turned over. So it can lead to some very, very long matches that make us cry.
The first ship is the My Heart. Thank you, Xander.
No, Dan, I think you mean my heart.
My Heart. It's a Hwacha fish with flamers on the sides. You also have the thing. Another Hwacha fish with flamer and banshee on the side. And we have the shark bait. It's another goldfish, but a blender fish with flamers on the side. We got triple goldfish on the red side. Go ahead, Kirkster.
And on the blue team, we have the Dia side, not the Disa Day. or the deicide, which is double carronade left. Oh, and that Hwacha Gatling heavy flak. I'm sorry, double carronade on the right. And that Hwacha flak Gat left side that I've really been liking them bring in. Next we have That's a Padlin, once again piloted by Moik, which this time though is a Caro Banshee, as opposed to the usual Caro Flamer we see. That should be interesting to see how that performs.
I like that. I really like that.
And it's got an Artemis flare gun on the side.
Except they smack a rock.
Oh, ouch. And quickly wrapping things up, because we have combat, the Darwin's Eulogy, which is a Caro fish with a mine launcher and a Banshee on the side.
My heart going in for a gentle nose bump, but they kind of get it.
Kind of nicked them. Definitely got them out of arcs, out of elevation, so I guess that's pretty good.
Red team has established a presence on the point, but with blue ships in the proximity of it, they cannot finish the cap. Deicide sitting on it, raining in Gatling fire.
That's a Padlin coming in for a ram, coming in hot on the My Heart. Here it comes. Oh, there goes that balloon. There goes the hole. They're just going to grind them up against this unit here. Wow.
All on camera.
Oh, I love the ram.
Let's watch this on replay, folks, because that is gorgeous. Bump.
That is a squish.
Bump.
That is a squish.
Crunch.
That's a Padlin.
That indeed a Padlin.
Wow.
You know what? I'd vote that.
You give that.
Dang.
I give that ram. Dang. You come in on the goldfish. You come in on the goldfish. You're gonna ram them. You're gonna go clean over them. That ain't 10 out of 10. That ain't no 10 out of 10. That's like a 2 out of 10. However, that tar is like an 8 out of 10.
That's pretty good tar right there.
Yeah, definitely going to force a 10 out of 10 to move a little bit further away from the point. Only 40 seconds left. When they cap this thing over, they're not going to get a lot of...
Shark bait, grinding out Darwin's Eulogy against the water, using that heavy carronade to continuously pop the balloon, obliterating it.
Yes, that was a very good textbook Blenderfish grind out. The Dan is unleashing a Hwacha, which does take out both front guns on the That's a Padlin. However, you can't really take out that ram without hitting the engines. Dan is very low balloon. Oh, they saved half the Hwacha clip. Very clever for when they saw the guns come back up. Well, no, they shot a little before they saw the guns come back up.
Deicide just lost its balloon. Great shots from the shark bait there. Alorn. I've never seen Alorn before in Overwatch, but certainly making his presence known, getting some really good shots in, using that heavy carronade.
Absolutely, but we missed out on one major part of the action. Red team was able to net 6 out of the 600 required points, putting them 1% of the way on the path to victory.
They are the 1%. They are the 1%.
They are the 1%.
Wow.
Little joke there.
Now
Deicide there is, however, just hardly. I think they might be. No, they are just barely blocking that point. Shark bait is trying to grind them out of that point, which they're doing a very good job. Holes out, balloons out. It's just a matter of time. But can the Eulogy, or even closer, the Padlin, get in there before Red team can cap the point?
This is Deicide. It is so hard to kill a galleon. It's taking 2 of these ships just to grind him out.
There he goes.
Ever there.
However, That's a Padlin did come in, get a pretty good ram off on shark bait.
Carronade action. They're taking out the balloon shark bait. That's a Padlin going for a Goomba stomp.
That was very nice. Dan, however, launches a Hwacha, which does once again less than Dan. Lots of things still up. Darwin usually coming in. Wow, carronade kill from the Eulogy very quickly, leaving My Heart alone on the point. Left My Heart alone, Dan. They left My Heart alone.
Unbreak my heart.
I mean,
uncry these tears.
Oh man, My Heart is losing its balloon. My Heart is just going down. Definitely hitting. My Heart is hitting a low point right now. It's just up between a rock and a hard place.
My heart hurts like a son of a bitch.
My Heart careens into a tower and just plummets toward the earth. Darwin is just absolutely obliterating My Heart right now. I think we're taking
Darwin missed the spike there. Fox actually had a really good ram on the way, but they missed.
And deflected off, put My Heart's guns back in arc. However, they have cornered themselves. Yeah, they're not getting out of this one.
Blue team is going to force the uncap here and get maybe
Couple
maybe
points.
45 points
They
at
might
the most
even-
out of this.
They are going to get maybe even 4 or 5%
Mhm.
of the point.
If they stick
Why are we
around.
even counting percentages of this?
Just because it's going to take so long. It's all we have. Maybe we'll
Both
think like
blue-
we'll feel like we're making progress.
We're not making progress. Both blue and red ships are on the next point. Deicide and Sharkbait duking it out. Deicide, its balloon and guns are both out. 2 guns out, specifically. Armor is starting to take some chip.
I think what Deicide is probably trying to do here is just tank the point until the Padlin and the Eulogy can come in, so red team doesn't just get an easy cap. However, that's
It
difficult.
makes a lot
when
of
getting out.
sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and a galleon is definitely the ship to do that. But a carronade fish and a hwacha fish, like bearing down on you, you're gonna lose your balloon, you're gonna lose your armor, and then you're gonna lose your perma, and you're gonna lose your guns. Like it's just a bad day. And I mean, we're even seeing this galleon here struggle with the combo.
The maneuverability of both those goldfish combined with the rather heavy firepower that they bring in combined, it's tough to deal with. It's
Yeah,
really
I mean-
tough to deal with.
They're matching the broadside of a galleon with much more maneuverability and positioning potential. And I mean we're seeing that right now. That the Deicide is just tanking, and he is doing his job, stopping the red team from capping the point until that's a Padlin and Darwin's Eulogy can come in.
Flamethrower going out. Carronade finishing off the balloon again. Deicide, they've gotten the flamethrower. Sharkbait's gotten the flamethrower involved. This armor drop could be the last armor drop for the Deicide. That's
However-
Paddle though coming in to assist the Sharkbait. We got a sandwich going on here. Damn
Ah,
it, sandwiching.
A little high for my liking, but definitely did some good damage. Deicide had absolutely nothing. Deicide has absolutely nothing right now. They've got a chip of hull. That is every engineer. Oh, they've got a couple on the balloon, but they are just absolutely in full tank mode. They don't need guns. They don't need engines. They just need to be not dead. That's a Padlin trying to get Sharkbait off of them. I mean, positioning wise, it's going to
They're
be very
struggling.
difficult.
They're struggling. Oh, Deicide just lost balloon and armor. They have a
That's
nothing.
that's a Padlin that actually crushed them into the ground there, because
Really?
the galleon was a little bit taller than the goldfish, but now that the galleon's out of the way, we're just seeing that's a Padlin grinding down the shark bait.
We're also seeing slow-mo.
Are we? Oh, that's a. Oh, hey, look at that. That's what I was mentioning. Sometimes the point moves slower. That's this. Server lags, and we get seconds taking. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 seconds per 1 second. Yeah, we're at 1/3 speed right now.
I wish I could dilate time like this in real life.
See, this is the part of Guns of Icarus when the game remembers that physics are an actual thing. Because this is something closer to how these ships would actually move.
That's true. You probably wouldn't have them moving around nearly as fast as they are in game.
Mm.
Tar Cloud getting all over both Shark Bait,
Ooh, ha, ha.
and My Heart.
Yeah. That's a Padlin just getting double flamethrower right now. There's lots of fires. Chems Recycle staying up on the engines, and on the hull, much less so on the balloon and the guns. Those Gungineers, they were slacking, and now they're paying for it. All the guns are up. Balloon is melting out. I mean, this is just a war of attrition on the E point. We're probably not going to see too many points cycle out of this one.
Nope.
We're going to be
Nope.
here for a while, Dan. Did you
This
bring
has
your
been-
Did you bring your camping gear? Bring the tent? I got the s'mores.
I brought a Rob.
Hi.
Can we eat them?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Darwin's Eulogy getting. Oh, actually, that was really good timing on.
Hey, there we go.
Are we back to normal speed?
Yeah, we're back normal speed.
Apparently, it's bullet time. It's not a bug. That's a feature.
It's a feature.
That's a feature. One of
It's
Jacob's
a
favorite.
feature.
Every time you find a bug, Jacob, no, that's a feature.
A feature I
By the
didn't
way,
intend.
folks, Jacob has officially requested people stop addressing him directly in bug reports and whatnot. Please
Oh, yes.
do not do that.
Yes, Jacob is not the only person working at Muse. There are several other people who do look at the bug reports, look at the player reports, all that stuff. So
Oddly enough, Howard still owns the company.
yeah, I don't know how that happened. We at Cake are working on that. However, we have not yet succeeded. So until Cake assumes its total control over the Muse company, please stop addressing Jacob directly. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Cake has directly infiltrated almost every level of Muse except for the very top.
Yes. We're believe me, we are working on that as quickly as I can. Should be solved. Maybe.
Eventually.
Eventually, maybe. Probably.
We're working on it. So
Hell
while
bakery.
we have this this moment to breathe. Blue team,
blue team
getting
does cap.
about 28 more points out of this one.
I think that's. I mean, I think that's probably what this is going to come down to.
Yep. Chips,
Who can scrap 30
chip
points?
Chip points.
Oh gosh.
While we have a moment, Robert,
Yes.
coming up very early November. November is going to be a crazy month for us. We have the Aerodrome, the R&D Invitational, and we have a lot of major game releases.
Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
When does Binding of Isaac Rebirth come out? Do you know?
I want to say it's within the first week of November.
It's November 3rd.
Yes.
You have been looking forward to this
I'm so happy.
Dan, if you
How-
knew, why did you ask?
because I want him to say when he's going to be streaming it, because people have been asking about this for a while. So Rob, do you have a schedule that you are looking to adhere to for
Stream until I'm dead.
Whenever you're playing Binding of Isaac, it's just gonna be, I'm just gonna turn stream on. We're just gonna do this.
My heart.
That's a paddle and getting ripped apart by my heart and Dan.
No, I was
Dang.
talking about my
Dang.
heart giving while I'm playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Oh, that too.
It's so
good
close.
Segue. Good segue, Dan.
Rob,
Good segue.
Rob,
My
it's
heart
so
takes
close
a
for you.
heavy watcha. Rob takes a heavy watcha. Rob in his heart just took a heavy watcha from behind. Lost their
Tarclide
engines.
all over everything. Look at that Tarclide.
Wow. I mean, unfortunately, there are no points, no ships currently in the middle of the point. Deicide is
3
inching
ships
closer.
just went down.
Wow.
Whoa.
Where's the button, Rob? Triple kill. Press it. Come on, you had one job.
Press
You
the
got-
Kirk button. Just press the Kirk
Yeah,
button.
just press the Kirk button. Just pretend it's triple kill. All
No
right,
Kirk button.
ladies and
No,
gentlemen, that
I pushed
represents
it. He's popping up. I just don't have the sound going to you because of the game sound.
Right.
All right. That represents any sort of multi-kill, triple kill, anything incredible. That is what Mr. Kirk there is going to represent from here on out.
There we go. Sharkbait moving in on the
Oh.
Dia side.
That was a-
controversy, but
They just lost an engine. I mean, that was very, very, very good.
very, very good.
Lost all of their hull on that ram, unfortunately. But they were able to get the Deicide very much out of position. Darwin's Eulogy coming back around to try to nick them down. That's a Carronade. It's a plunder battle. My favorite.
Back on the subject though. Are you gonna do a release day stream?
Well, I'm
of that?
hoping if Fourth has the time available, it's going to be myself and Fourth Oracle doing a race to the first ending of the game.
Ooh.
If he's not available, I'm just going to play.
Sharkbait ram. Wow. Darwin's Eulogy came in hot on Sharkbait. Blue team has just held this point while
That was a
red team,
thunk.
Red team tries
an
to-
absolute thunk.
red team tries to go around and get to B, but there is already a blue ship there.
B is consistently controlled by blue team, no matter what game no matter what teams or groups are playing. It's very difficult for red to grab B because it's inside blue
Yeah.
spawn.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing that they can do is really just make sure blue doesn't cap the point by getting in there and tanking. And I mean, My Heart and Thang are both goldfish, so they can get in there fairly quickly and tank decently as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, a couple more seconds. Blue team does pull out a very sizable lead. I mean, almost 200 points on them. That's Padlin takes a bit of a watch.
One thing I know I'm looking forward to in November is Warlords of Draenor on the 13th. I will be doing an as long as it takes day of release stream. In fact, hour of release stream starting. I will be streaming from the moment I start the expansion to the moment I get max level, which is level 100. That's 10 levels I have to get. That's a paddle getting ripped apart by
Wow.
Double Watcha. Not a lot of options for them. Red team might actually take this point
Oh, so
as
it's
Darwin's
Double
Eulogy and the Deicide are both not here yet.
Both somewhere else.
They're
Darwin's Eulogy coming in. I think they're a little bit too slow. They are just not quite quick enough to get in there. And they're
Would
just
you
gonna
say
get
they took the shark bait?
You're
Ooh-ah.
fired.
Yes.
Get out of here. You're done.
Darwin's Eulogy is taking hits from those double watches. I mean, it's very difficult, and this is probably not going to happen. But what I'd really like to see is if these captains timed their watch burst, so we had one going off every 7.5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
7 seconds. What's the reload speed? 14, 15 seconds on the watch.
I don't remember.
It's either 14 or 15. Anyway, every 7 seconds or so, we'd have a Hwacha going off, and there would just be absolutely no components up ever. That'd be really cool. But that just requires a lot of coordination.
As has been pointed out in chat, we are back in slow-mo mode for this game.
Slow-mo mode.
Darwin's Eulogy armor still has not come back up just yet. That's a paddling, trying to get in position against a 10 out of 10 to block shots on the Darwin's Eulogy, give them a chance to get things back together. Sharkbait, in the meantime, is steaming into the point. Red team has successfully held this away from the blue team so far, mostly because the Darwin's Eulogy and Deicide were away from it so far away, and they ran so far away.
Yeah, they couldn't get away. I got you, Dad.
Okay. I'm just glad someone was following me there.
I got you, man. But you didn't expect me to pick up on that one, did you?
No, I did.
Oh, really?
You know, your knowledge of crappy 80s music is shocking at times almost.
I have no idea why I possess this knowledge, but I do. It was a bit before my time, to be honest. I'm somehow up to date on it.
Now, here's the thing I'm really shocked about. I could give you guys the speech from American Psycho associated with Huey Lewis in the News is hip to be a square, and Kirk would actually understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they're right, Kirk.
That is 100% correct. Oh gosh.
I forget where I was going with that, but it's true.
I am wise beyond my years. That's where that was going.
I was just gonna say you're hip to be a square.
Is it just me, or in slow-mo does the camera move a little bit laggier? I feel like it moves.
I haven't really noticed anything.
I feel like I feel a little bit more bogged down. I don't know if it's like actually, or if it's just...
I think it's just because everything's moving so slowly. Red team ends up getting about 139 points in total. About 131 of those points were from B. It's still up for grabs, but only has 20 seconds left on it. Deicide looks like
he's gonna grab it. He's gonna take those 10 points if it kills him.
That seems a little silly, but they're moving towards the next point already. Next point is C.
2 red ships on, 3rd red ship moving in. We're probably gonna see 1 blue ship go down, and then the Deicide come in, and then it's really anyone's game.
Sharkbait is very low, very, very low on hull. Darwin's Eulogy not assisting. That's a paddling at the moment for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why.
I think Darwin's Eulogy is hiding. And they'd probably be doing a better job if they hadn't chem sprayed and buffed their rear engine, because that thing is poking out like a sore thumb. But I believe you are technically inside the radius of this point when you're in that little structure down there. A lot of pilots just don't think to check there because it's a good hiding spot.
Yes, Darwin's Eulogy coming out. Looking like they're going to take some shots here against the My Heart, taking its balloon out, following them down as well.
However, they got 2 other goldfish that are just about to turn on them and unload Hwacha, Carronade. I mean, he's backing out now as the Deicide is coming in, though, unleashing a good Hwacha on the Sharkbait, pulling up now behind the Dan out of Dan, who rams his ally, loses all his momentum in the broadside. Everyone is too far above this point to be capturing it. Or some people are just barely in it. But you got to be careful. All these pilots have to be careful that they don't go too high above the cone of influence. Because then the point is just going to turn over with everyone just right on top of it.
Certainly. Darwin's Eulogy and Deicide both duking it out against Dan and My Heart.
My heart!
You gotta go.
This is a very slow match, if only because almost all of these ships, Goldfish and Galleon, they have the ability to tank quite a bit. In fact, Galleon obviously can tank the most in the situation, but I think a lot of people underestimate the ability for the Goldfish to absorb damage and not only survive but keep kicking.
Absolutely. I mean, the Goldfish has. The Galleon, of course, has the highest permanent armor, permanent hull in the game. Goldfish has the 2nd highest permanent hull in the game. However, it also has the 2nd weakest armor. But that does also give it the pro of getting that armor up very quickly. 6 spanner hits. Comparison to Squid, who we see their armor going up and down all the time, takes 4 spanner hits. So not too much more.
It can be pretty fast.
It can be, yeah. You can
be pretty
seriously
fast.
tank a goldfish, especially with 2 people on the hull. Wow.
Dan is grounding out still. They could die to this ground out. If they do, wow.
Weren't quite able to get that hull or that balloon up. And they just, I mean, but this point is very quickly losing value for one team or the other turning it up over. And it looks like the blue team has realized that, and they're peeling out towards Delta.
That's Paddle and Sharkbait both starting to fight over the next point. That's Paddle actually losing their balloon. Sharkbait taking just a bit of damage on the armor, but not too terribly much. That's a Paddle and definitely struggling here against, what is that, a carronade on that? But they get a very nice tar all over the Sharkbait. Look at those components go.
Wow. My heart actually pulled out of that point at the exact right time that they were able to get moving, but they were just able to capture it before they left the cone of influence, which is going to get the red team a couple more chip points, which is... Oh
that's a Paddle and getting ground out by the Sharkbait. They are hurting something fierce. Balloon does come back up for them, but squished by the Sharkbait.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. I mean, however, these 2 red ships do have to deal with Darwin's Eulogy. My heart was able to disable the engines of the galleon and then pull out in front of him. That galleon is absolutely no threat in its current position. It has no forward-facing guns. My heart is just going to get away, get onto the point, and be able to turn around and reposition before the deicide is in and able to bear any guns.
Sharkbait and Dan turning to deal with Darwin's Eulogy, but Darwin's Eulogy is simply getting out of dodge. It looks like blue team might just try to do blocks right now and not actually take the point. Deicide starting to move in, but Darwin's Eulogy swinging around the far side, scrambling a bit with Sharkbait right on its heels. They're bouncing. They do have buffed engines and chem spray all over the place, but they are not facing the right direction to deal with this issue.
Yeah, Sharkbait and Darwin's Eulogy, I mean, this is just a blender battle. It's all a matter of...
Oh, but there's a mine! There's a mine!
Oh, takes actual minimal bouncing. They're still able to pretty much keep on target. I mean, these 2 ships are going to duke it out outside of the point, while the Thanon and My Heart attempt to burn out, carronade out, or, well, they're both double Hwacha, so they try to Hwacha out, burn out the deicide here, and they're doing a fairly decent job at it.
They're doing a decent job, but they're taking forever to do it.
I mean,
the deicide isn't too much of a threat against these 2 ships. That at the same time, if you don't kill fast in this situation, you're not gonna get many points off this point to begin with, and then moving on to the next point, you're going to be a little bit behind while a deicide can come in with a brand new hull.
Yeah. I mean, they are trying to turn over this point and get as many. I mean, like we've said a couple times, I mean, chip points are really going to be what turns this battle around. 10 out of 10 and My Heart have very minimal strip, but that doesn't matter. They're able to pull that down, grind out that armor, and then just plug a Hwacha right into him.
Sharkbait and Darwin's Eulogy still brawling it out of the far side. Red team going to get about 60 points out of this. This will put them ahead at about, I'd say 220.
Yeah, 220, 230. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna be up there. They're gonna be a little closer. They're gonna be, oh boy, 33%. No, not even, like 25, 30. I don't know. I'm done with math. It's Friday.
Darwin's Eulogy did finally get the better of the fellow goldfish. That's a paddling. Actually, that's a pirate. Was that a Pyramidian? No, it's paddling far away. The ship they got was Sharkbait.
There is an open slot on Moik's ship. The password I will post in Ironfork right now. He is making a call to arms. Anyone who can get in here can grab that slot. You probably can do better than an AI. Maybe, yeah, you probably. You know what? Player, I feel like you could probably outperform an AI.
Possibly.
So hop in there, give our good friend Moik a hand. He had a DC.
So while we do have a moment to breathe, I did want to finish up on Warlords of Draenor. I'll be starting the moment the new expansion for World of Warcraft goes live. I'll be leveling my warrior to max, and I will not be sleeping or cutting the stream until until that happens. Now, the only way I'm going to be able to get out of this is if I go so long that the invitational comes up and I have to take a break for that.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be. And Cake it moving on the trough, and they're gonna hit the. Dan, casting.
Hey, someone throws a bucket of water on me.
Someone records it, puts it in slow motion.
Ah! Did you put the password in chat, Kirk?
I logged out. It won't not letting me log in, Dan.
What's the password again?
Bacon Serene Sarin. Bacon Sarny. Oh gosh, what is that, Jacob?
I
What
don't
is
know, but it logged me out too.
Twitch, why?
Bacon Sarnie, Sarnie.
One word, no capitals.
There we go. Shark Bait losing its balloon, just come back up here. Deicide once again being the punching bag for the red team, losing
man.
most of its components. And
That was that one Banshee that did all that perma damage?
I think so.
That was one greased Banshee, ladies and gentlemen.
They were pulling off shots fast.
Wow.
Shark Bait getting ground out. That's a paddle on the Deicide getting shots on it. Kill actually goes to Darwin's Eulogy though with the Carronade.
Nicked in that last Banshee shot, that last Carronade or something right before they got ground out.
Blue team's going to get about 73 points out of this one. It's going to put him back on the top at 275.
Now,
Very
next, a brief educational moment here on the Rob and Dan Show.
Uh-oh.
In the United Kingdom, a bacon sarnie is a kind of bacon sandwich usually eaten for breakfast by students, by workmen, and by ravers after an all-nighter, and by anyone who wants to indulge in a childish guilty pleasure.
The more you know.
Can we have only actual English words from now on be passwords?
Are we talking like actual English or like the better version of English? Like English 2.0.
Like I want
Pick
English
Latin.
with freedom and liberty and democracy.
So English 2.0. Like
Yeah.
just like you know, you have those people saying, "Oh, the old version was better because of this." And you're like, "No, the new version is updated, streamlined, and just all around better." And the old person's like, "No, the old version." You're like, "No, you got to go with the new stuff." That's
You
English.
must pronounce every possible syllable that there isn't a word. Oh, Ramcam on that's a battle.
Where's my air horn?
My heart gets
Wow.
nearly
And then-
choked out.
And then cruises right on through like nothing happened. Like, bye. See you later. We're going to the point. Have fun eating our dust.
Sharkbait 10 out of 10, still sitting on that point. Ready for the Deicide Darwin's Eulogy. Watch his shots and Carronade shots all over the Deicide. Darwin's Eulogy, though, getting a really good ram on Sharkbait.
That's a Padlin gets a really good ram on Deicide. Unfortunately, they're both on the same team, so all they did was knock
Whoops.
everyone out of arcs.
Whoops! That's a paddling with the Carronade and Banshee.
Oh,
getting in on
Shark
Dan.
Bait is going to get pinched. There it goes.
Blue team looks like they could have a possibility of dominating this next point, getting at least 100 new points out of it. My Heart getting the flamer on, but Darwin's Eulogy loading its nose cone right into that ship.
Wow, they lost their hull, and just a couple more shots from anything will take them out. No, they get the hull back up. However, 10 out of 10 takes a watch hard, goes down. Now these blue ships are going to rise up and hit My Heart. Just shot to the heart.
And they're to blame.
They give Ramcam a bad name. And
We haven't gotten great ram cams. No, we probably have actually. I'm just not remembering it.
yeah, we just had that great one where he cruised through. Remember that? That just happened.
Carronade finishing off the My Heart.
That
Blue team
smoldering Ramcam.
is gonna get this cap and get about 100 points out of it. In fact, just as I predicted, unless Sharkbait steams in as
Wow.
fast as possible and get the block.
Goldfish. Oh my gosh, talking about Goldfish has a lot of seconds. You know, it's got the second most perma. It's got the second lowest armor. It also has the second fastest top speed. And we definitely saw that display just then where he freaking booked it to the point after he went down. However, he may have booked it a little too fast and put himself in a bad position.
10 out of 10.
Dang.
Oh, just to get there in time.
You got a gold. Bang, bang.
Well, in this case, they needed to go to 11.
Yeah, in this case, they probably should have. You need the gold to B. You got a gold to B.
Blue team is going to be able to establish on B. Deicide tries to get an uppercut
tar
on
cloud.
but they missed.
Oh, Admiral is dropping the top. However, he does get harpooned into the Deicide.
He's like, take me with you.
And he is going to drag that galleon with him as far as he can. Wow, that was awesome. And
And they lose the balloon.
that puts the Deicide did manage to turn themselves into arcs to get a couple shots off on the Dan. Well, that's a Padlin, and Darlin's Eulogy are closing in on him now. Oh gosh, we're going to see 1 red ship on B and 3 blue ships. I mean, we're going to see a 3v1 followed by a 2v3. I do not like red team's odds for taking B this time around.
It's not going to work out. Blue team has gotten their shit together, as one might say. 10 out of 10. Oh, Ramcam on the Darwin's Eulogy coming in. I'm sorry, that's not Darwin. There's Darwin's Eulogy.
Oh, there goes all of the perma. Wow. That was pretty.
Let's watch this in action here on the instant replay. He comes in, Carronade shot doesn't even matter. He squishes.
Wow. I mean, they got picked right between these 2 cylindrical units, and they just went down instantly. Other 2 red ships are coming here now into that 2v3 scenario. Let's see if they can do any work.
184 points going to the blue team's favor. This is going to put them very close to that win mark. Sharkbait getting ripped to shreds first. We got a sandwich going on.
Oh my gosh.
Sandwich!
That was beautiful.
I hope you guys like sandwiches, because the blue team just made a big one.
Damage, sandwich.
Oh, and there's the Kirk.
Oh, it's so perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Kirk heard the sandwich coming, and he wanted to investigate.
I need Mr. Spock, report on that sandwich, please.
It's got bacon in it.
Captain,
wait,
reports of sandwiches extra.
If you're Captain Kirk, who am I?
Who do you want to be? You want to be Uhura? I think we can make that happen.
Can I be a hurrah? Oh my.
I think that was Sulu.
Shit.
Come on, Dan. Oh, that was,
I can't be Sulu. I'm not good at fencing.
you're not good at. Can't you? Do you look any good shirtless running down the halls? Of the
Oh no.
That was my favorite episode.
That's illegal.
That's my favorite episode. It's so silly.
Darwin's Eulogy moving in to C. Red ships waiting for it. Darwin's Eulogy going high, trying to get carronade hits on dang.
But Carronade has got really poor downward arc demonstrated now where, I mean, the Sharkbait was able to get in. They're dropping into Hwacha range. Missed the heavy clip on that Hwacha. However, they did get a nice little balloon block going. Minimum components disabled. They're going to careen into that terrain. Oh, and then into the bottom of the Dan. Oh, gosh, they lost a lot of perma from that one.
Deicide, that's a paddle and already moving on towards the next point. They're not even sticking around on the last one. They feel confident that they already have such a strong lead. They just need to get a few out of this one and they'll be good to go, which is correct.
Oh,
The
man.
winning number that we're looking for is 600.
So, yeah, I mean, one more
They're going to
point.
be about 70 off.
Yeah, we're going to need, blue team needs pretty much just one more point here. Originally, I did not like the move of Darwin's Eulogy going in here alone. However, he was able to get the Sharkbait and the Dan out of position for the Deicide to come in and do the maximum potential damage. However, he is getting turned on a little bit.
Sharkbait getting ground out.
Wow, that's a Padlin. Did a great job there. This Caro Banshee. I mean, it certainly seems effective, but is it as effective as a Caro Flamer is the question. Definitely getting a lot more balloon locks, but in terms of cook locks, I'd like to see a little bit more. I'd like to fly it myself, get a feel for it myself.
Deicide's armor is down. Watch a shot's going in just as the armor comes back up. Deicide, although it has a lot of components broken, it is able to get Watch a shots out.
They just fixed the one watch out right as that last barrage finished and did get a good shot out of my heart. Harpoon now goes in. They don't need engines. They don't need engines. They're just gonna let my heart pull them wherever they need to go.
Are they pulling on your heartstrings?
They are.
You're fired.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I hope Obvious appreciates that. that is about as low as I'm gonna stoop.
Oh man, Deicide getting cooked out. Wash it out. There he goes. I mean, blue team is doing a good job just at least blocking this point from red team, even if they're not able to turn it over. They only need 60.
Whoa! Darwin Eulogy comes in and stabs my heart.
Wow. And your heart just goes down.
Like a brick.
Wow. Kirk's not here. I'm Kirk.
Brick's here on Sunday.
Kirk's here on Sundays.
He's here on Sunday. That thing loses its armor. They're getting ripped to shreds by that Paddling Darwin Eulogy. Sharkbait coming in, taking a few shots there on Darwin Eulogy's balloon. They were going up. Now they're going down. Kirk's back. Why is Kirk back again?
Why is Kirk back? Kirk, what are you doing here? Sorry, I just wanted to see how everything was going, make sure everything's doing all right.
Sharkbait flying through that delicious tar cloud. Darwin's Eulogy definitely getting the short end of this stick. They've lost most components, as has That's a Paddling. Deicide is far off. Way off.
10 out of 10, loses balloon, loses hull. There's still a couple Banshee shots going in. Will be enough. One more. Oh, they're one Banshee rocket short of a kill, but the terrain finishes it off for them.
Hey, Admiral Obvious didn't even hear my best worst joke ever.
Oh, Admiral. Oh, have you got chat working again?
I see chat just fine.
Okay. I mean, it's still bugging out on me.
I have to log into it again for some reason.
I logged out and logged back in. I'm just seeing a white page. I don't care.
Twitch has been very iffy this last week.
I don't care about the watches that much. That was the secret button, right? That I pushed?
Sure.
That was the secret button that only Rob and Dan can hear. I'm pushing it right now still, right?
Yep.
All right, just making sure. Just making sure.
Oh yeah, red team already getting on top of D. I do believe they have no fear of C being capped by That's a Paddling. That's a Paddling actually already on the move to D rather. Sharkbait though right behind, doing a job on that balloon of That's a Paddling. The balloon of the Parmenian is slightly exposed from the rear, so you definitely have to keep an eye on it. As I was saying earlier, though, on November 13th, starting very early in the morning, going for the next couple days after that, I will be streaming the brand spanking new content for World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor.
I will be joining you.
You will be.
Yes, I will.
For at least some of it.
Some of it, yeah.
Some of it, not all of it.
Maybe.
I don't expect you to stay up that late. It's okay, Kirk. Why did I say Kirk? I don't know.
But whatever it is, Dan, actually, there was something that was just troubling me that I was just thinking about, and I was feeling pretty down. And right when I thought that maybe it wasn't going to be okay, you just said, "It's okay, Kirk. That's okay."
The red team successfully captured point D. They're going to get nearly the maximum amount of points out of it if they can hold on to it. This is going to put them back in the race here to see who's going to get this win. We are going past the... Oh, good Lord. We're past the 50-minute mark on this game. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Why do you guys keep picking Raid?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Raid makes me sad. However, as we see the red team picking up a couple more points, as the points rotate around, we get closer and closer to blue spawn, making it more likely for blue team to be capping points and winning this match finally.
Blue team is losing it on this point on D. They could regroup in this situation and make a break on
Good
E.
grind.
Darwin's usually does get a good kill though. They take out Shark Bait.
That was a pretty good grind out.
That was a decent kill there.
I give that.
Question is,
you know what I give that? You know what I give that kill?
that thing?
I only get 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. That's reasonable.
That's a fair
I don't give 10s out of 10s.
You got a cool.
Whoa!
My heartburn!
Wow.
Darwin's
My heart.
eulogy-
Rob, how long have you been waiting to say that one?
2 minutes.
How long? How long?
They get crushed out. Dan duking it out with Darwin's eulogy. Fox is 2 for 2 right now. They could get a hat trick if they finish up Dan.
I don't know. They are not in an advantageous position right now. Their hull's down, their balloon's down. Dan is coming around, taking that Hwacha to bear. Darwin's eulogy. Is their engine stuck on something? Their engine is stuck inside of that pillar. They just now clean it out. Oh, man. Dan is bringing that Hwacha down. Should be lighting up any second now. Oh, it's down.
Perhaps.
It's down, it seems. Yeah, coming up just now. It appears as though they weren't able to make it down with that heavy Caro.
Either way, red team is going to get all the points out of that point.
All the points.
All the points. And we are going to move on to point E, where Deicide, Sharkbait, That's a Paddler, and My Heart are all brawling to see who can get these last points.
I mean, this point, does it have the potential to be the match point? Yeah, I mean,
If blue team gets it.
A point starts at 200, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, if red team capped it instantly, they could get it. Seeing as red team has not instantly captured the point, because that is literally not possible. If red team caps this and the next point, there's a good probability that they will win. If blue team caps just this one, then there's a good probability that they will win. So, I mean, lots of things
getting loaded into with heavy clip Hwacha shots. So that's a paddle, and right behind them,
Armor's holding on that shark bait. They're taking a lot of stuff.
Carinated Banshee, though. Look at the Carinated Banshee worker. That's a great kill right there.
Ooh, I'm gonna look at the replay there. See if he caught the ram cam for the kill. Yes, he did. Wow, good job, Rob.
That is gorgeous, gorgeous work. That's a paddle and Deicide turning on My Heart, betraying it.
Betraying My Heart. That's a Padlin is coming up. Got a really good position behind them in one of the goldfish's, lesser arm spots. Coming in for a good ram.
Boom.
Wow, lost a lot of promo. And the Deicide comes in and double ram.
Replay camera.
Replay camera. Look, okay, so one ram, and then you can see the Galleon coming in from the other side and just squishing between the two ships. Galleon just nicking him out. That was cool.
You know what we call that? That's a club sandwich right there.
That's a club.
Club. Now, blue team has successfully capped the point. The win mark is 600.
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe red team is going to have the oomph to take it back, uncap it before we hit that mark.
I don't know. They got 50 seconds. The clock is on. The blue team has traveled out of the point. Darwin's eulogy realizing this and coming back in right now. Sharkbait, the only hope of the red team, the last stronghold of the resistance, very quickly going down, careening into a wall, loses armor, loses balloon, rockets coming in. That's it. The red team's last hopes and dreams explode
Rockets, red glare.
in a fiery firework display, and blue team takes this war of attrition, this horrendously long battle fought by our fathers and our fathers' fathers for years upon years of conflict, finally quelled by the blue team.
Was that even English?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm so done with this map.
I was just really curious there. That did take nearly an hour for those that were keeping track.
Dan, I want to go home.
You're not allowed to go home.
I want to go home.
Nope. We got at least one more.
All right, one more. Well, I can do one more.
We got at least one more. And I am hoping for a desert scrap.
Desert scrap, desert scrap, desert scrap, desert scrap, desert scrap. Excited. Congratulations to the blue team, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Finally pulling out that victory.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Kirk wishes you a happy birthday.
Everyone wishes you a happy birthday. I want Kirk in a party hat, Rob. I want that button. I want to set phasers to party.
Set phase. That needs to be a thing. Desert scrap is an option. I say we all vote for it.
Everyone vote for scrap. I'm going to put it in the chat.
So here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with the Kirk button and whatever other sound effects I decide to put in. I'm going to have a web page that you guys can open up, both you and Dan, so that
Just
when I
like
play,
the guns interface.
kind of like the guns interface, it might be integrated with that. But all I have to do is when I play something, it'll also relay it to you guys, so you'll hear the sound effect when I play it, as opposed to having to wait to see it on stream.
Aha.
And Kirk, will try to give you additional buttons for, Party Kirk, Con, and things like that.
Let me reiterate here that we either have the option of Desert Scrap, Anglian
Desert Scrap.
Raiders,
Ooh,
Desert
that's
or
another
Raid on the Refinery.
Desert
Raiders
Scrap.
is a good one. Oh,
This
Ink,
could either go really well or really badly.
we have a suggestion from the Peanut Gallery.
Oh,
And yet it is
Inkjet
Desert
says,
Scrap.
Inkjet says, put up a timer for the next raid match, so everyone at home can keep track of how long we've been slugging.
Quote
through.
Lewis Black. You know what you take away from people when you do that?
they're right.
Hope.
Oh.
That's just
That too.
we don't want to do that. The password for those that are interested in it, Rob, if you could type it into chat, because neither of us can for some reason.
Ugh.
The password is Bacon Sarnie. Bacon Sarnie is the password. We have a couple slots available. Please hop in and be ready to kick some booty.
And actually, we could give them hope if we had a timer on screen. We just have it count down from an hour and hope it ends before then.
I think you should burn.
My heart!
Heartburn. Heartburn. Oh, I hope Admiral keeps that ship.
I'm trying to find
Milton. Admiral Obvious bringing the Milton.
What does that mean?
Milton? Well, have you never been to Milton's factory?
No.
You've never been to Milton's ordering Miltons? 1 million?
No.
You've never ordered 1 million Miltons from Milton's.
Nope.
Milt's in your
Milton-
mouth, not in your hand.
No. Miltons are for decoration only, not for eating.
I don't know where we're going with this anymore.
I know where we're going with this, and I got a sneaking suspicion if I could see chat, 1 or 2 people probably get where this is coming from. And when I know a couple of cakes, when they go back and look at this, they're gonna love what I just did there, because that was beautiful.
According to Beach Bum, who actually is in the writers, his resolve broke after that raid on the refinery.
Yeah, that was soul crushing. That was a long match. Was it someone in the chat mentioned? Does anyone remember Resource Race?
I don't actually.
You don't remember Resource Race?
What's Resource Race?
Resource Race was an old game mode. It used to take place on Anglian Raiders. Was it on any
Yeah.
other maps? I think it was just Anglian Raiders. But it was similar to Crazy King, except all the points were active at once. And so you had to fly around and cap a point, and then the cap point was something up in the thousands, like 1,800, I think, is what it used to be. So basically you would have all 6 ships flying around, never interacting with each other, just exchanging points, capping and uncapping and capping and uncapping, and whenever there was combat, it was huge.
Oh, so like Battlegrounds and WoW.
It was awful.
I swear to God.
It was
And
for achievement farming, basically.
Anglian Basin.
Can we not do this right now, Rob? Because I will stab you.
I think you struck a nerve, Rob.
Yeah. I love Arathi Basin. Thank you very much.
Don't worry, there's plenty of other nerves I can strike.
Well, let me say this: nobody liked Resource Race. That's why it was removed. Because it was just no fun. There was nothing to do except fly your freaking. Everyone brought squids, of course, because you needed to get from point to point. Maybe a goldfish if you were feeling brawly. But I don't know. It was just fly around in circles, cap that point, fly around in circles, farm achievements, leave your Phoenix Claw on and spin in circles to get your pilot achievement, have your engineer buff your hull 1,000,000 times to get his achievement. It was just not right.
it was all things wrong with the universe.
Yes.
So while we're sitting here, do you like movies, Kirk?
I've been known to watch maybe a movie or two. Yes.
Do you watch a film, perhaps?
Sometimes I watch films. Yes. Which film are we talking about? Just films in general? Are we just making small talk?
Daniel does Dallas.
Well, I am specifically speaking to the leaked trailer for
No. Are you going where I think you're going?
Age of Ultron.
Ah, you are indeed going where I think you're going.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yes, of course I have. I'm in the loop.
There
I've
are
got
no strings on me.
There are no strings.
That is
on
so
me.
delightfully creepy.
Oh gosh, I got chills.
Do you know who is
I got
playing
chills,
Ultron?
dude.
Yeah, I forget his name. It's James Spader.
Yep.
James Spader.
Yep, James
That is
Spader
just-
from.
Be real.
What was that?
I'm gonna be real. I didn't know that.
He has one of the most magnificent voices on
I
planet
thought I
Earth.
recognized the voice, but I'm like, I can't just place the face. And then when I'm like, oh, James Spader from Stargate. Okay.
In addition, the guy, and for some reason I forget his name as well right now. The guy who does all the mocaps for not just Gollum, but actually for Ultron in this
Ooh.
movie. Who is that? Andy Serkis.
Oh,
Andy
okay.
Serkis.
Oh, very nice.
He is actually a character in this movie. Andy Serkis actually plays a real character. He's not just mocapping stuff.
That's cool.
And I don't know who he plays. I cannot figure out an individual that he might play.
Oh man, I am. When does
He's-
this thing come out? Next
he's
week? I
gonna-
hope. I don't know if my nerves can take
next
it more
He's
than
year.
going
that.
to be mocapping
Next-
the Hulk.
Actually, there were three big questions that were on my mind as I was watching that trailer.
1, 2, 5,
3, sir.
3.
Teresa.
My first question is, where the hell does Tony Stark get the Hulkbuster?
He's probably had that for a while, ever since
Yeah.
the ending, the end credit scene of the Incredible Hulk film.
But he loses all of his mechs. He does the clean slate program at the end of Iron Man 3. Spoilers.
You know what? I would do a clean slate, but I'd still keep I might be getting rid of everything, but there's still this gigantic green thing running around every so often, who's a little crazy. So yeah, I probably don't want to get rid of that.
No, I don't think he had it then.
Yeah.
I do not. Not only does he not know the Hulk's actual direct capabilities before he meets Bruce Banner, but he does the clean slate program. He destroys all of his suits.
Speaking of Age of Ultron, we have Thor and Captain America in this lobby.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah, I just noticed that.
What?
Once the match comes up, before we do loadouts, go ahead and press that
I got
tab
it.
button.
I got to see this. Okay.
we have a
Desert
super soldier in our
Scrap.
midst.
Desert Scrap is the map. It is a large map, very spread out, but it don't matter. It has a single point inside the wreck at the center of the map that everyone has to fight over.
Can we call it the Hulk in this game?
Shut up.
Damn, no, I do the.
I felt like
loadout.
okay, so do we have where's Captain America here?
Captain America is on the Minnie Mouse. He's the engineer, and Thor is the engineer on the side.
I'll be damned.
We'll talk about coincidences. All right,
All right. The My Confidence flown by Xander. It's a Mobula top deck mines. Main deck is Banshees and bottom deck is mines.
Ooh.
We also have the Torlu flown by Fox. It's a junker. Right hand side mines, front
No.
Banshee, left hand side mines. And we have the Merpers Problem.
Rupert Bromrum.
Yeah, watch a fish with Flamer and Banshee. Go ahead, Kirk.
And on the blue team, we have the Dia side, piloted by Dementio, with double carronade right and Gat Flak Watcha left. We have the Miney Mouse, which is Banshee main deck, Banshee's lower deck, mine launchers on the wings, and finally we have the Milton, which is a Mobula, Milton the Mobula, with a Banshee on the top, Banshees in the middle, and Banshees on the end. We have a platform birthday build going on here.
Surprise, horse lady.
Yes, he's Milton. Milton is here ready for Banshees. I was talking to Jake about maybe doing all mines, all Banshee match.
Do you hear those screams in the air, ladies and gentlemen?
I think it worked. Oh gosh, we have two ships, one on either team that is not exclusively mine Banshee. So, ha 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 ha.
I do not care. This is so entertaining. Banshees are flying everywhere. Hulls and balloons are going down.
Someone has released the screeching spirits of hell.
Milton getting surrounded by mines. We got mines all over the place. Oh my God!
Milton takes many mines and goes down.
Merper's problem.
My confidence takes a mine. My confidence is just careening into a wall. My confidence is trying to rise up, but there's definitely something blocking my confidence.
My confidence is spiraling downwards.
I mean, I don't think my confidence can hold on too much longer. It just, my confidence.
It actually, is that Mobula stuck?
I think
They're
is.
stuck.
They're stuck. They're losing.
Oh.
There goes my confidence.
My confidence disintegrates itself. The jokes write themselves.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Mighty Mouse, had its aft to that junker and just takes a bunch of mines, careens into a wall. He's going to take a lot of Banshees. He's going to try to escape, not exactly agreeing. Oh, he's got no turning engines. Never mind. He doesn't really have a choice.
Obvious over in our Twitch chat. Very excited that he's taking the what is that build called?
Oh, the platform birthday build?
Yeah, he's very excited about taking the platform birthday build.
Gosh.
Red team has nearly secured this point. They're having trouble finishing off the deicide though in this situation. Torlu and Merper's Promblem.
Merper's Promblem.
Going out. Deicide has lost almost all their components. Armor is down.
Balloon just comes back up. It takes a heavy mine. Wow. I mean, it's only a matter of time really for Deicide with Torlu right here. Merper's almost didn't watch a range. Deicide has nudged himself into a wall and has just turned himself into mine bait at this point.
They're not going to last very long unless assistance coming in from the Milton. Those Banshees rocketing outwards.
I mean, this 5 Banshee is just
look at those
wrecking
Banshees
havoc.
raining in on the Torlu. Armor's burning away quickly.
I mean, Cake has been, especially Sandy Hawkins was the one pioneer the platform birth. They have 5 Banshee Mobula. We've been flying this build for over a year.
Armor about to go down on the Torlu. They could be in trouble here. Milton getting ready for another Banshee barrage. Armor doesn't need to go down. They're getting eaten.
Milton just absolutely ripped that junker to little bitty pieces. I mean, 5 Banshee was actually surprisingly effective before the Banshee buff, just because of all the fire stacks you could spread on everything. And now, I mean, we just saw it rip that chunker to pieces.
All of a sudden, blue team has the opportunity, at least, to switch this point over and get it capped. Merper's Promblem.
1 flak. Couple Banshees.
Goodness.
Yeah, they're going to go down to this Banshee fire. Wow. I mean, just all of those Banshees can just put down so much suppression at so much range. Wow. I mean, just got to say,
my confidence coming in here, getting some fire on the Milton.
What
is that?
Banshees. Banshees are landing hard on my confidence. Milton is turning around, dipping low. Oh, gosh. We were playing clips from someone associated with the joke Milton just earlier this evening.
Milton, they're getting
Milton has locked himself into a corner. Milton makes a tactical error, goes down very quickly. Poor Milton.
Torlu going in the back entrance.
Rest in peace, Milton.
Junker coming in on top of the Deicide. My confidence coming in from the front.
Secret passageway. Secret passage. Beautiful.
How did we even do that?
Wow, Dan, I think we just had a moment. You gotta go. Torlu is gonna have. That's the mine side that they're hitting the Deicide with right now. I'd like to see.
It is on like Donkey Kong. Deicide is getting surrounded by.
Great shot in the replay.
Oh my God! Oh, we are watching the Gatling gun go. We are seeing all of those mines right now. They all explode. Wow. I tell you what, Rob, you're having a lot of fun with these new camera things, aren't you?
Wow.
You are-
Yep.
Oh man, red team is absolutely just going to turn this point over. It looked like for a little bit blue team was going to grab it, but red team was able to hold on just long enough. And
It's the mind play. It's the mind play making the difference.
Exactly what it
Both
is.
teams have banshees. Both teams have a few heavy guns. It's the mind play that's really making the difference.
And we're seeing a lot of DPS coming out of these banshees. A lot. Like, Milton is grounding out somewhere. Did he just suicide or did Admiral just bad piloting?
I think Admiral may have been too. Oh, it was a Velcro issue. Velcro's back.
Oh, Velcro.
Is Velcro back? I don't know.
No. This was you young whippersnappers complaining about your Velcro. This ain't no Velcro. Back in my day, you couldn't even fly below the cloud line at Parrot and Rumble without sticking into every which building you came within 50 feet of. Except actually, it was awful.
Watch a shot going into the Minnie Mouse.
Miney Mouse.
The Miney Mouse?
Miney Mouse.
Here he comes to save the day, but not really.
Here he comes to save the day. Deicide trying to do the back door in this situation. Is he going to make it? No, he's not.
No, he's a little chunky. Go silly galleon. You got a couple pounds too many.
He's a little hefty to make it through there. He might actually get caught, though.
Couldn't jump that flag, huh, Mario?
Oh, little pudgy on the DS side.
If Miney Mouse and Milton decide to try and go through here to round this corner and just go, there will be blood.
Okay,
Oh my God,
cam.
Milton is
I'm
running
on
the
cam
minefield.
right now, showing him trying.
Oh,
Milton
no.
trying to get through.
Milton is running into the minefield very quickly. Milton is in full speed ahead. He's very close to many mines. Milton, be very careful. You're getting very close to many mines. Milton sets off the first layer of the minefield. However, there are two Milton minefields ready for Milton. Milton is very scared of many mines.
Very good mine coverage, an entire field of mines.
I think
There is an
I
opening.
think red team has got this point kind of locked. I mean, don't quote me on that.
To quote Watchmaker, one of the Muse devs in our chat, apparently there are certain Velcro issues in the new patch, and there is already a fix coming.
These aren't Velcro. These are minor sticking issues. Like, I won't let you crazy kids complain about Velcro. Like,
Milton careening into mines, but right after they get a kill on the Torlu using those Banshees to rip them to shreds.
You kids don't even know Velcro.
Milton, though, knocked out of this fight here. Minnie Mouse, and My Confidence.
Oh, Banshee's going down on the Merper's problem.
Oh, we got a sandwich issue going on here.
Was that Milton or was that Miney Mouse? That was Miney Mouse.
That was Miney Mouse. Miney Mouse was trying to get a squish on the My Confidence and
Almost did it.
Problems.
Almost
but
did it.
instead, they killed themselves.
They got stuck on a little bit of geometry. Milton is hitting My Confidence pretty hard right now. It's really hurting My Confidence what Milton is doing. Balloon is at about half, armor is at about 2/3.
Look at that Banshee damage output. That is ridiculous.
Like, look at that, just direct to balloon. Like, there are no fires. That is just direct balloon damage that Banshee's doing. It is about to take it out, which is then going to put My Confidence just right on top of a lot of geometry.
Mines!
Milton is not being careful of mines. Deicide is once again trying to come in from a sneaky way. It looks like he found a opening wide enough for a little pudge bucket to fit through.
You need to be nice to the Good Lord. Milton getting hit by the Banshees in kind. Deicide getting
Losing
some hits
armor,
on
not deterring him at all. He is going in on the Merper's Peramblum. Torlu attempting to lay down mines, going a little wide, going a little near, not quite landing where they need to, actually hitting his ally once with one of those. Deicide going into the corner. He's in timeout.
Deicide is actually falling down.
He's in timeout. He's in the corner.
Sarlacc might get its first
He
meal
went,
of the day from
he
this.
went down, and the flames went higher. And it burns.
The Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Banshees. Oh, man. That means Deicide is going to be going down soon.
Merper actually just got hit by mines as well. Merper could go down here as well. The mines! Careful of mines! Mines everywhere. Their teammates are just like, ha, 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 ha.
I think my confidence has just like been like, this is I don't like you. My first problem.
Is just gonna grind himself out up there so he doesn't have to hit the mines.
Yeah, I think he's scared. He's like, the pilot has just dropped the wheel. It's been like, nope.
I refuse to deal with this.
And he just gets bansheed out by Milton.
All the rockets and the fireworks. Happy birthday.
Good job, Milton. Milton is about to take out my confidence. One more rocket. There she goes. Now Milton is closing in on Torlu. Most of the mines have despawned now that one of the main mining ships, Xander's, my confidence, is down now. Milton is going past Torlu. I guess there are no spots on. It's coming around now. Mighty Mouse and Milton are engaging. Torlu probably does not
Blue
have
team,
long left.
Mighty Mouse and Milton should have this pretty well in hand.
Yeah.
Torlu trying to go above the Milton in the situation, but they're only exposing their hull.
I mean, those
to the
Banshees
Mobula.
just have such good turning arcs. The Mobula has very poor turning arcs. Deicide, makes it through!
Wow!
He just put a galleon through the...
Well,
He kills
they
Mighty
just-
Mouse. He
they
kills
also
Mighty
killed their
Mouse.
ally.
Galleon
What?
go through the hole.
Wow, good job, you little bucket of cellulose, you.
Why are you such an ass?
Must have that new fitness app on the iPhone.
The fitness app. They just downloaded the fitness app.
I think DSI might actually be stuck in this situation.
Oh, but he made it. He doesn't even care. He made it. He stuck it to me, saying, "You think I can't make it through here? I'll show you."
I'll show you who has guns of Icarus.
Yep, they are stuck. Like, they are full forward right now, and they are stuck.
Oh, I mean, I think what's happened is they are actually above the flight ceiling, and it's trying to push them back down, but it can't. They're stuck on some sort of geometry. They're sliding down now. They should be back into maneuverable thing. Oh, they're getting watched now, so I'm sure that's fun.
Watch it from the Merper. Merper moving in. Blue team did switch over the point to their control. My confidence, though,
heavy
mining
flash.
out
They're gonna come in.
DSI.
No, they're not. Oh, Banshees are coming in now. Hwacha's coming in now. Deicide, all that hard work for a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, wow. Red team going to flip the point over and resecure unless Mighty Mouse will block.
Which
Unless Mighty Mouse does block.
I don't think it's fast enough. Mobulas are slow.
Yeah.
Also, there are 3 red ships on that point. Mighty Mouse would be crazy to try to go in now.
He's going in, and he's going in low and bouncing everywhere.
And careening into, Mighty Mouse. What did I just say? What did I literally just say? Are you not listening to me?
I don't think Mighty Mouse is listening to you.
They not see this.
Oh, dear. We lost the My Confidence. My Confidence is gone.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Dan.
A harsh
Shut
world.
up, Rob.
A harsh world has taken my confidence from me. Just the harsh world is grated on my confidence for too long now.
Zero fudge. Hold on to that feeling.
I don't like holding on to the feeling that there's zero fudge. I love fudge.
Well, that's your own problem. Banshee is coming in on the Torlu, mostly hitting the balloon. Certainly starting to make a big impression on that balloon. Milton holding back, sitting in cloud cover as best they can. A couple of guns do go down to that Watcher Burst. And now the dust cloud. Mine hits, doing absolutely nothing. They do not make it. Deicide trying to make the slot again, but they don't get through.
Deicide, you did it once. You don't have to prove anything to me anymore. I believe in you, all right? You don't have to, listen, just make smart moves. You don't have to prove anything to me, all right?
Make good life choices. Right now, he's grinding against that slot. Terrible.
It's trying to push him back into the map, and that's just
Why
not.
did I say that?
Trying to moonshine out. I'm gonna keep talking. Maybe we'll kind of settle in. No one will notice. Deicide is grinding out. Gets a flamer kill.
I have no comment.
And you shouldn't. Milton is laying down heavy Banshee. Oh, my confidence just does a little bit of a balloon ram on Milton.
He's bumping him into mines. He bumped him into mines.
He bumped him into mines, however. Oh, that did a lot more damage to my confidence than to Milton as Mighty Mouse is hitting him with the Banshee.
It's like
Milton
a
is
pinball machine.
very high. Milton is hitting many mines. Milton is hitting Hwacha from
My
behind.
confidence hits more mines and more banshees.
My confidence
Mighty
goes
Mouse.
down.
Mighty Mouse
Milton,
gets a kill there.
Milton is in very bad positioning. Torlu coming in to engage Milton. Milton attempting to fix everything. Milton has lost many guns, many engines, many balloons. Bad day for Milton.
The amount of banshee here is just
It's awesome.
it's
just this, like,
energizing.
this continual like stream of
You're the only one doing it now, Kirk. Yeah.
We needed some nice Star Wars music in the background.
I was thinking more like Spaceballs sounding.
Watch out! Oh, DSI made it through!
DSI made it through! That time he cleared it. He actually cleared it.
Oh man. He's in, like, he cleared it and he's on the other side. He's actually going out the front now. Just like, screw you guys, I just want to get through here.
It's a euphoria.
If he had simply used the front door, he'd be in the
Exact same spot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Merper's getting hit by the deicide.
And Mighty Mouse is getting a couple Banshee shots off too. Oh, they hit a mine hard from My Confidence.
Oh.
Another one. My Confidence
Look at
is
this.
doing very well today. Oh, Mighty Mouse is gonna hit another one. My Confidence is laying down some excellent mines. Wow.
Yeah, Mark right now, 590 points to the red team. Red team is gonna get this win.
Oh yeah, Red Team is
Mighty
about
Mouse
to
ground
win.
out.
Mighty Mouse grinds out Deicide, harpoons Torlu from behind, but not enough to get that butt ram.
Nope, not quite. Congratulations, red team. A hard-fought but glorious victory for the Terran Republic. I mean, what?
That's the red team. I mean,
Right.
the blue team is not New Conglomerate, because if it was, they would have won.
Banshees.
Banshees. Team Banshee and Team Banshee.
No, as in ban cheese, because cheese is OP.
Yeah, we're not going to go there. Thank you, folks, for tuning in to the Iron Fork of Friday. Remember to do this every single Friday.
Yay.
Don't miss a moment of the action.
One
Coming up
year.
later. Coming up later on tonight, we're going to have some Payday 2 for you.
Ooh.
Rob, are you going to be around?
I will try to be around for it. Yes. Just let me know the time.
Myself, Rob, Kirk, and Obvious.
Ooh, that sounds like a team.
It's going to be a team. It's going to be a team of 4 with some Payday 2s.
Go rob some
do
banks.
not miss a thing. Do not leave us for too long, folks. We will be off the air here for a bit. Later on tonight, though, Payday 2 happening here. Twitch.tv, that's the Rob and Andrew. And stuff.
All right.
For Kirk, for Rob, for Jacob, the organizer of the Iron Fork of Friday, for Cake, I have been Dan. Thank you for joining us here on this October 24th, 2014 for the Iron Fork of Friday. It has been a pleasure having you here from all of us at the Rob and Dan Show. Good night now. You're watching twitch.tv/the Rob and Dan Show.
Happy birthday.